Today I'm going to demonstrate the 8-puzzle problem as part of homework 2. The requirement is to open and take the input from a text file named input.txt, and it will contain 5 lines corresponding to configuration for one of the configuration of the 8-puzzle problem. So for that, what I have done, right, created an input file, and each line here represents the state of the 8-puzzle problem, and here are 5 variations of that. The goal is to read this file and to create the 2 sorted list, output heuristic 1, output heuristic 2 of the child node objects. Now let me go back to the program. So this is the main method where I'm reading the input file through a buffered reader. Then I'm declaring 2 array list of string for heuristic 1 and 2, parsing through the input file here, creating a node from each of the state created from each of the lines above, right? And then expanding it. So I'll come to that expand method after some time, and then I'm calling this node 1 display output heuristic to display the sorted list, and here it's just simply printing it out. Finally what I'm doing, I'm writing out the outputs to heuristic 1 and heuristic 2. So output file heuristic 1 again as the requirement from the homework. The first file is printed from a sorted list with the nodes sorted using the age displaced value, and the output heuristic 2 is printed from the list of nodes sorted using the H Manhattan value. So without further delay, let's go to the main class that has all the required methods. So here I'm declaring the node class. Here are all the required states, or the properties. It has the state, which is an integer array, the age displays value, H Manhattan value, the gval for that node. Then it has the children. I have put in an hash map, the parent node, and the action that needs to be taken. So these are different constructors which I created for the node. These are the getters and setters for the properties. Here comes the expand method. What it does, right? It takes in the current state and then goes on expanding that node to create all the children nodes. And again, the first thing that I'm doing is I'm getting the value of the blank. The blank is initialized as 0. Here, after determining the position of the blank, and then based on the position of the blank, we'll be doing different actions. Say if the position of the blank is in the first position, signified with 0, it can either go to the right or it can go down. So once those actions are taken, we are creating cloning the state, here, and then creating the child node, and then setting the node values. Then we are adding it in that hash map for children. So we'll repeat it for all the nodes, and then this is the expand method. This is the set node method. Now to find the age displaced, right? What the age displaced calculates, it calculates the total number of tiles in that 8-puzzle problem which are displaced from the goal state or the goal position. So this will return an integer value. What the H Manhattan will do, right? It will calculate the sum of the total displacement of all the tiles combined, like the total displacement from the goal state. So it will calculate the sum and will return that value. So say if in the first position, right, if it's not 1, and then say state 1 is 1, or the second, say the second tile, right, or the fourth tile is 1, then we'll calculate it as, we'll just add 1 to Manhattan, that variable, whatever we are going to return. Similarly, based on the position, we'll calculate all the displacement sum. This is just to display the state. This is to display the children, this method. And what this will do, right? It will display the, create that sorted list for the heuristic one of the child nodes based on the age displaced value. And then heuristic 2, this output, what it will do, it will create the sorted list based on the H Manhattan plus GVal. So this will be our output. So let me run the file or this class, right? I'm gonna run it now. So this is my final output that is generating. So it is the initial state and then the actions that I'm gonna take. This is the heuristic 1 output, this is the heuristic 2 output. So this is gonna be repeated for each of the line on the input file. So that's all. Thank you.